everybody, and welcome back to Growing Pains. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, evening, night, whatever it is you're doing. I hope it is fantastic. And thank you so much for tuning back into another episode of Growing Pains. This actually will be the last episode that I do alone in the season of 2025. I know, right? Freak the freak out. Like, what? How are we literally already in 2026?
What?
I don't know. Kind of freaking crazy if you ask me. Yeah, the time just goes by faster and faster and faster as you grow up. It really does. But I'm so excited and I'm so thankful for all you guys' support throughout this year. I did start later in the year, but hey, I started in 2025, so but I am very, very grateful for all your guys' support, and I'm super excited for what 2026 has in hold for Growing Pains. I'm super excited. I have a lot of plans, and I'm stoked, and I can't wait for you guys to be here and follow me through that journey. So I just want to thank you guys again. It really does mean so much to me. And I hope you guys do enjoy these videos. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you guys don't like. Let me know what you guys do like. I do this for you guys and partly for me, but mostly for you guys because I just love making people smile and I want people to laugh. And if I'm not doing that, then there's an issue. There's an issue. Without further ado, let's get into this week's video. So, so this week's video is going to be about spring break. And yes, I did already talk about spring break, but this one is going to be a little different. Also, I want to talk about spring break. I know it's like nowhere near spring, but it was literally 1 degree this past week and it made me really miss the sun and the beach and the water. So I was like, you know what's a perfect more time to talk about something when I'm more passionate about it because I really miss it. I really miss the water and I really miss the sun. So I was like, what's gonna be a perfect time to talk about it? And I just think it's really, really hilarious because this isn't even like the whole spring break trip. This is literally just gonna be 24 hours of it because this is 24 hours of my point of view. And this is probably one of the most top hectic times in my life. Definitely top three. I want to say two because it was intense. But I'm gonna set the scene for you guys. I'm gonna set the scene. So it's in 2022. I had in March of 2022. I had just turned 21 in February, and I was living in DC at the time for an internship. So it was my spring break. So I flew out to Fort Lauderdale to hang out with all my friends, and we had gone the year prior for spring break, but there was like some new people, some different people, some the same. It was a big mix, and we ended up not going to the same place that we were at prior because we couldn't get a hotel there or whatever. So this new place we were staying at literally was a punchline on all of TikTok. I'm not even kidding. They had no hot water, barely had any running water. They had like no towels, literally no linens at all. There was one outlet in our whole hotel room that only the top outlet worked, and it had to be used for the lamp, which was our only source of light. So you can imagine how great that was trying to find chargers to charge our phones. Or if you had an Apple Watch, yeah, no, you didn't that week. You did not that week. That was a luxury that week. So that's setting the scene for you guys. We had about like 6, 7 girls in a room, about like 5 guys in another room, and about like 6, 7 guys in another room. Okay. So we had 3 rooms total. And no power. Sometimes the power would go out. Like it was just rough. It was rough. I will say the only good thing about that hotel is that they had a restaurant underneath. So like every time for breakfast, we would just go downstairs and eat breakfast. So it was pretty clutch. And the breakfast was pretty good. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good. We'd always get the French toast with berries. Like all the girls, we would get that and just split it all. It was really funny. So I got there on Friday night and I was staying until Thursday night, like Friday morning. Thursday was St. Patrick's Day, so I was leaving on St. Patrick's Day, but not until like 4:35 a.m. in the morning on Friday. It's St. Patrick's Day. This is like our holy grail. This is the reason why we're there. This is showtime. It's game day.
No, it's tournament. It's all the way. I've been through too much today. All right.
We're gone. We're like fully shamrock. We're out of my head. We're out of my head. Like we're going hard. We're going ham. We always go to McSwirly's on St. Patrick's Day. So what do? We get up at 8 a.m., get dressed, put our green gear on, and we go get our green beer. We walk, which is, mind you, like a 25, 30-minute walk from our hotel. We go get McSwirly's. We're there for probably 3, 4, 5 hours. We head back to the hotel, and then when we get there, some people are really tired. Some people are, there's a lot of people, a lot of different feelings going around. And also, there was a group of like 4 people going to Poly D that night in Miami. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we're like, okay, guys, what's our next move? It's St. Patrick's Day, like let's get fucking rowdy. So half of the group, some of the group wants to go to dinner because we haven't really ate all day. Mind you, it's probably like, I don't know. It's like later. We see it at McSwirly's probably late, so it's probably like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at this point. And we're like, okay, well, we need to eat. So some of us go out and eat food. And then the other half, like 4 or 5 people, they have to get ready for Poly D. And the other 4 or 5 people, um, so my one friend, he had a buddy that was actually in Fort Lauderdale at the same time as us. But he was in the military, so she never got to see him. So he was like, oh, I'm going to go meet up with him. And then my one girlfriend, she has been talking to this so-called friend of his for the past like week or two, and they kind of been hitting it off and like been wanting to meet each other. Like that was part of the plan. Like we are going to meet up in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. So she was like, Ronnie, you have to come meet us out when you're done. So I was like, girl, I'm hungry. I gotta go eat. Like they were going to go meet this guy at like such a beautiful place. If I have the videos, I will 100% put them on Snapchat with their stupid, I can only have this many Snapchats. Yeah, whatever. Screw you. I literally had 10 years worth of Snapchats on that thing. If I will have a video, I'll put it on here because it was so beautiful. It was literally like a rooftop hotel with like an infinity pool with like a crap ton of people, DJ. It was so cool. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And so after the dinner, I'm done eating. Nobody wants to go with me. So I was like, okay, screw all of you. They're all pretty tired. They're like, we're probably going to head back, go to the beach, whatever, chill out. I was like, well, this is my last night here. So I'm not ready to chill. I'm ready to fucking full blast, put this shit in go mode. So I texted my friend and I'm like, yo, wait, where you at? Where you at? Text me the address. So I get an Uber there. I go there by myself. Mind you, I've been drinking. I had not stopped drinking. Mind you. So I get to this place. It's probably around like 6:30, 7 o'clock at this point. And this place is so beautiful. It's literally looks so amazing. And then I start hitting it off with my girlfriend, the guy she was talking to, he's hit a buddy, and his buddy I started hitting it off with. Long story short, we ended up going to the same school. Whack, whack, small world. And yeah, we had like a little fun together. And mind you guys, this guy is so out of my league. Like maybe not out of my league, like we're just not in each other's leagues. Like his personality was pretty shit. My personality is pretty fucking awesome. He looked like a supermodel. I look like the girl from Edge of 17. So like there's that balance. But he definitely was not the type of guy I usually go for by any means. So everyone was like, whoa, whoa. It was crazy. But yeah, we ended up hanging out. It's around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30 at this point. And the guy's like, let's all go back to my place at my Airbnb and let's all hang out. So I go with my girlfriend, I go with the guy, we're all hanging out. It's probably like an hour in. I was like, okay, girl, like we gotta go back. Like it's kind of late now. Um, blah blah blah. Cause like mind you, we're like a 30-minute drive already away from our hotel, which is kind of far. And mind you, I have a flight at 5 a.m. I am not packed. Guys, it's St. Patrick's Day. Like, why would I have packed? No. I did learn my lesson though. Um, I did learn my lesson from this trip 120,000%. I always pack 24 hours before I leave. Always, always. And I triple, quadruple, I don't even know, sextuplet check. Like I always check. But so we head back to the hotel. And then as we're like, walking in, we see our this one girl. We're not really like that close with her, but she's like with our one of our guy friends at the time. And we're like, hey, what are you doing? Like, she's like all alone, and we're like, what you doing? She's like, I'm trying to find like blah blah. And I was like, oh, he's not here. And she's like, no. So she's like, we're all kind of like, there's a couple other girls that like end up coming and finding us. There's like, a couple people sleeping. Some people in Miami for Poly D. There's some people just out by the pool chilling. Like, it's a very scattered group. Okay. And so some of us were like, let's go to 7-Eleven because 7-Eleven was like the closest convenience store, and like some of us wanted some food, snacks, beer, whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll go take the walk. So me and like four other people, like three other people, go take this walk to 7-Eleven. And as we're walking there, the dude picks up. The guy. Okay, so the girl's boy is driving on the same road, and he sees her and he's like, yo, get in. So he picks her up. Doesn't pick us up. He's an asshole, by the way, guys. Like, we're not friends anymore. He's an asshole. He doesn't pick us up because he came late to spring break. So they got a hotel that was farther away. Like, farther away. So she wasn't even staying at the hotel we were staying at. So it was kind of like, where's your guy? Where's your man? So he took her back to wherever they were staying at. And then me um and then I don't understand, but somehow I ended up alone. I'm not really sure how, but I ended up alone. I ended up going to 7-Eleven, and I asked the guy if he had any weed on him because I was very desperate, okay, guys? And I also reeked of weed in there. So I was like, he's got to. And he's like, yeah, 1 second, I got you. And he literally goes to the back. He tells me to come with him. Should not do it. Don't do that, guys. Do not do like anything that I'm telling you in this video. So I literally go back to this guy's 7-Eleven back room. He whips out this big, big, big duffel bag, like big, big duffel bag. And I'm like, holy shit, I have the fucking mafia at 7-Eleven right now. Like, what is going on? He unzips it, a lot of illegal substances. And I'm like, oh, he's like, how much you want? And I was like, literally a nug. Like, I literally just want a little ass nug. I was like, I got a flight in a little bit. I'm just wanting someone to take a little edge off, like, whatever. And so he was like, okay, we're pretty dead right now. He's like, give me a second and I'll roll a J and I'll lock them down, lock 7-Eleven and we can smoke. I was like, oh, sure. Why not? Like, I'm not going to turn down free weed. Sure, yeah. So he does that. We end up smoking a little bit, whatever. He hands me a little bit of weed. And then I go off on my daily journey, my random journey. It's like, thanks, dude. I think I still have him on Snapchat, to be honest. Still trapping. So poor guy. But honestly, that was probably one of the best. I think Florida, Fort Lauderdale, has the best marijuana I have ever had in my entire life. And it's literally not even legal there. Like, I don't understand. I've had Miami's, I've had Fort Lauderdale's, I've had St. Pete's, I've had Washington, D.C.'s, I've had Michigan's, I've had Colorado, I've had California, I've had I guess like not Wyoming, but Nebraska's. Um, I've had Las Vegas's, I've had New York's, Chicago's. Yeah, I've tried it all, you guys. I am a diverse woman in Mary Jane, okay? And to this day, um, Fort Lauderdale takes the meat for that, takes the bread, takes everything. It's eaten tonight, guys. But anyway, so um, so I go walk back, right? I'm walking back to the hotel because like I gotta catch a flight. It's like 11 o'clock at this point, you guys. It's like 11 o'clock. I was like, I have to go pack. I was like, I literally haven't packed, and I gotta like whatever. So I head back and I'm like, oh, I really want to smoke the rest of this weed. Like, ugh. And I don't know how. So I passed by these guys and they're smoking. And I was like, hey, do you have a lighter? Can I see a lighter? Like, I don't know. He gave me an apple or something. I don't know. I had something else to smoke with, but I just needed I just needed a lighter. So I see these two guys, very, very harmless Romanian guys, maybe my age, maybe a little bit younger. Um, Super geeky, but they're the most nicest guys ever. They were smoking a cig. I ended up hitting it off with them, talking with them. They ended up inviting me to their room.
Bro, why do you think that's gonna activate?
Yeah.
No.
It's fucking smoke. It makes sense. Hi, how's it going? It's vape.
I ended up going up into the room with them. Once again, don't do this. Don't do this. I ended up FaceTiming my friend at the time, and she was like, because her ex was from Romania, and so like they're hitting it off, talking. They ended up getting me an Uber for the airport, like scheduling it for me to get to, so I would have it. And then I'm like, it's like probably 12:30 at this point. I was like, oh my god, you guys are so awesome, but like I have to go. I have to go. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm the most biggest lollygag, and I really can't right now. I can't afford that right now. So I continue walking on my journey. I have to be at the fucking airport in literally like 3 hours. I'm like, great, great. So I go into my room, and I have to be quiet, mind you, because people are sleeping. So I have my flashlight out and I'm trying to fucking find my shit. Yeah, let's just say I only have one sandal to this day of my favorite pair of shoes that I thrifted. And I definitely lost a lot of jewelry and about two shirts and probably a pair of pants. Yeah, because I was going to Chicago. I was flying out to Chicago to go see my friend actually that I had FaceTimed with her ex Romanian boyfriend. So I was gonna go see her on that Friday. That's what I was flying into. So I had to like, overpack because I was also going to Chicago, which is cold. So yeah, it was really annoying forgetting a whole bunch of stuff. But and then as I was like walking out trying to see if I can find anyone, I see this dude, and he was the only other smoker on this trip. So I was like, perfect. Like this is like perfect timing. Like the universe was like did this on purpose. So I'm like, dude, I hold out my hand. I was like, look at what I got. I was like, I got this from the 7-Eleven worker, and I have nothing to smoke it with, but I bet you do. And he's like, how I do. And I was like, yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, mind you, this kid, nobody really knew him on this trip. So, my good friend has a twin brother, and Becca is like their hometown. They're from Pennsylvania. And goes to West Virginia with this dude. So they're like best friends. So my friend invited his brother, who had also invited this guy to this trip, and they drove down. So that's how that happened. So nobody really knows this guy, but he's just like really cool, chill dude. Obviously, most owners are. And and so I'm like, all right, sick, awesome, awesome. So he's like, I know a spot, and I was like, I love those words. I love those words so much. So we end up going. We end up going up like a lot of ladders. We ended up going up a lot of ladders, some gravel paths, and we make our way to the very, very top of this building that we were staying at. And literally one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen. Like you can just see all of the city lights, you can see the ocean. Like, oh my gosh, it was beautiful, so breathtaking, so breathtaking. And so me and him, it's probably like 1 o'clock at this point, 1:30. I had to leave soon. And me and him are just hitting it off. Like we are hitting it off. Like I have never meshed with another human being so well in my life. Like literally finishing each other's sandwiches. Like it was so like what? Like we were so in tune. Like those like video photos of like vibes and like it's a soul and like your souls are connected. That's what it felt like. Like it literally felt like we were one. So weird. I've never felt like that with anyone in my life. But I was like, shit, dude, like I gotta go. Like I literally have my Uber's gonna be here in like 10 minutes. Like I have to go. So we ended up kissing goodbye. I feel like Cinderella. And I've left my shoe under the bed. My own bed. Fuck. So I literally ended up leaving. I ended up I ended up getting the Uber. I ended up going to the hotel, going to the airport. I'm hammered and blasted off my mind. I'm literally like, I'm like hungover, drunk, like on the verge. Like it was just so bad. It was so bad. I do not recommend flying hungover nor drinking. And then I got to Chicago. It was great. We ended up getting mimosas and hair of the dog. Like it helped. But that was a great. That was literally my. That was like my whole little day. That was just one day of that trip. It was very fucking hectic. Also, I fast forward to a year. Me and my one guy friend are hanging out. Not the guy that we were talking to, the guy's brother's buddy. So me and him are talking. He just had just gone home for like the holidays or something, and he came back and he's like, dude, I'm gonna say his name, Dalton, the guy who liked me, won't stop talking about you, like blah blah blah. Like, you like, does he talk to you? Does like what? And I was like, no, not really. Like other than the average DM every here and there, but like no, he doesn't talk to me. Super weird. This goes on for about 2 years. Him just being obsessed with me, but not making any action on it. And then fast forward about a year and a half ago, 2 years ish, he got a girlfriend, like literally in the midst, and they've been dating ever since. Pretty funny, pretty funny. They're a cute couple though, so kudos to you, Dalton. But yeah, so that was my damn near like 20 hours in Fort Lauderdale. It was crazy. It was just like boom, 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 boom. Like it was crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot for me. That was a lot. I bet me Delaney couldn't say all that because Delaney was sleeping half that time. But no, that was such a hectic, fun trip. I loved it so much. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to hear next. Comment, let me know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and make someone smile if you haven't already. And I am going to leave you off with a song of the day. So the song of the day is going to be Old School by Urban Cone. I had a freaking burp. That was the most babyest burp ever. Anyway, it's called Urban Cone, or it's by Urban Cone, and it's called Old School. It is a fantastic song. I literally listened to this in high school, and it's amazing. It's super dope. Listen to it. Go give it a listen. Let me know how you like it. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Thank you.